It's hard to understand why there was so much hesitation in the room, as if speaking plainly was somehow too much to ask. But when Conservative politician Susan Hall put the question directly to Sadiq Khan, the Mayor of London, the moment turned explosive. What was supposed to be a straightforward inquiry became a political storm, as Hall grilled Khan about the rising concern over grooming gangs in London. His response? Hesitant. Evasive. Visibly flustered. He fumbled for words like a man caught red-handed, nervous, sweating, and dodging. If Khan thinks this issue can be brushed aside or buried beneath bureaucratic jargon, he is gravely mistaken. The public is paying attention. So just how bad is the grooming gang crisis in London? Khan began by deflecting, stating that London's grooming issue differs from other parts of the UK. Instead of directly acknowledging rape gangs, he pivoted to county lines exploitation, suggesting that young people in the capital are more likely to be exploited for drug trafficking. But Susan Hall didn't let him off the hook. She cut straight through the spin. No, I'm not talking about county lines. I'm talking about rape gangs. I was told not to say that term, but I will. These are grooming gangs, and what they're doing is rape. So, tell me, how many of those are operating in London? What followed was a masterclass in political evasion. Khan appeared confused. He asked for the question to be spelled out again, despite Hall having done exactly that, repeatedly. He stumbled, obfuscated, and avoided giving a yes or no answer. It was a damning moment. How could the Mayor of London, supposedly at the helm of a city of nearly 10 million people, claim not to know the extent of such heinous crimes happening on his watch? What was even more alarming was Khan's inability, or refusal, to acknowledge what everyone else can see so clearly. Grooming gangs are real, they're operating with shocking boldness, and London has become one of their main hunting grounds. In recent years, stories from survivors across the UK have come to light. In 2020, a woman from Yorkshire recounted a horrifying ordeal. They raped me when I was a child. And then they told me, don't talk to the police. Stay silent. In Hull, a separate investigation into a predominantly Asian grooming gang prompted Humberside police to reopen a major case. One victim claimed to have been raped by around 150 men over a period of 3 years. Her words were haunting. That room, that flat, it stole my childhood. Let that sink in. Women and girls are being preyed upon in broad daylight. The criminals aren't hiding. And yet, Khan, the man charged with keeping London safe, appears more concerned with semantics than with confronting the truth. While the mayor plays politics, the entire nation is watching. And it gets worse. Another survivor described her treatment after going to the police. Rather than ensuring her safety, they interrogated her, rushed her into taking an emergency contraceptive pill, and even invaded her privacy to do so. She explained, I didn't want to take the pill immediately. I needed time. But when I got home, there was a police officer in my mum's living room. He'd already been through my room, found the pill, popped it out of the box, and told me to take it, right there. When I refused, he followed me, grabbed my face, and tried to shove it into my mouth. This is state-sponsored trauma, not protection. It's no surprise, then, that people see echoes of the Rochdale scandal, where police ignored countless victims and dismissed abused girls as troublesome teens. Many survivors never even got their day in court. Eventually, the pressure in Rochdale became too much. The chief constable issued a half-hearted apology, forced into public disgrace. But the damage had already been done, and now, we're watching the same horror story unfold again, this time in London. The official reports called it what it was: shocking, stark, shameful, a systemic failure, a refusal to take obvious action, widespread abuse that could have been prevented, and now the same cycle is repeating. Labour's response? Deny, deflect, downplay. Only this time, the man in the spotlight is Sadiq Khan, and the city collapsing under the weight of crime is London. When questioned again, clearly, simply, about whether grooming gangs like those in Rotherham and Bradford exist in London, Khan responded with confusion and deflection. I'm not sure what she means, he said. Please spell it out, he added. She already had. I mean gangs that groom girls for sex, just like those exposed in other cities. Yes or no? Do we have them here in London? It was a question that demanded a clear answer. He gave none. It's a disgrace. Is this the leader Londoners voted for? A man who can't or won't answer a basic question about the safety of women and children in his city. Let's not forget, this is the same man who admitted that London is unsafe, and that even he himself wouldn't want to live there. Think about that. Sadiq Khan, with his bodyguards, his armored cars, his 24/7 security, doesn't feel safe in the very city he runs. How do you think the millions of ordinary Londoners feel? And yet somehow, he wins a third term. London, once the pride of the UK, is now sinking into chaos. Under Khan's leadership, it's become a playground for criminals, a city of fear, and the symbol of political failure. Back in the chamber, he attempted to paper over the crisis by listing various initiatives. We've got the Lighthouse, 4 support hubs, V100 for violent offenders, child protection officers, but none of this answered the question. Hall pressed again. Yes or no? How many grooming gangs, like the ones I've described, are operating in London? His answer? I don't know. For someone who runs a city the size of London, I don't know, is not acceptable. Susan Hall summed it up best. I was clear. I don't know what more the mayor wants me to say. Khan's dodging, deflecting, and feigned confusion has rightly drawn fire. His inability to confront this issue head-on signals not only poor leadership, but a dangerous detachment from reality.